Assalamualaikum, my name is Mushida binti Agus. Today our group present about the climate change and sustainability. Tourism and hospitality are significant contributors to greenhouse gas emission, which play a major role in driving climate change. Climate change in turn poses severe threats to various destinations, manifesting through rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and natural disasters. This impact negatively affect tourism dependent economies and compromise the sustainability of popular tourist attractions. To address the challenges, the tourism sector has begun adapting sustainability practices, including the use of renewable energy, reduction of waste, and support for local communities. Collaboration among governments, businesses, and tourists is vital to balance economic growth with environmental conservation. Such efforts align with global sustainable development goals, aiming to ensure the long-term viability of the tourism industry and promote economic stability. Next, issue and problem statement. First, carbon footprint of tourism. Tourism has a significant carbon footprint due to the energy-intensive nature of its activities and facilities. Transportation, especially air travel, is the single largest contributor to greenhouse gas emissions in the tourism industry. Additionally, accommodations such as hotels, resorts, and other tourism-related infrastructure consume large amount of energy, further increasing emissions. Tourist-related activities, including recreational and leisure pursuits, also contribute to this environmental impact, highlighting the need for sustainable practices to reduce the industry carbon emissions. Second, degradation of natural ecosystem. Tourism, particularly in its over-tourism form, significantly impact natural ecosystem, leading to their degradation. The construction of tourist infrastructure often involves the exploitation of natural resources, which disrupts habitats and harms biodiversity. This habitat degradation is further exacerbated by the disturbance of ecosystem, displacement of wildlife, and the introduction of invasive species. Such action disrupt the ecological balance and threaten the sustainability of these environments, making the need for eco-friendly tourism practices crucial. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Safiza Najwa binti Ahmad Safari. My matrix number is 2024 738 707. Alright, for the next part, I will be continuing talking about the issue and problem statement that we have written in the report, which is the third point, which is vulnerability to climate change. So did you know that island destinations and coastals are among the most vulnerable to climate changes due to their proximity to rising seas, weather, and reliance on natural ecosystems? These destinations are highly dependent on tourism economic growth, making them especially susceptible to environmental changes. When there is a change in climate change, it can threaten them and put them at risk. Climate change is not also affecting the island destinations, but also affects the island communities that rely on tourism employment. And the last point for the issue and problem statement is policy gaps and lack of regulations. The absence of precise and enforceable regulations is a significant obstacle to sustainable tourism. Many tourism-related projects, such as the construction of hotels and resorts, are authorized without the necessary environmental impact assessment (EIAs) to determine whether they will cause environmental harm. Okay, for the next slide, I will be explaining about the discussion and analysis. The issue of climate change has emerged and has a significant impact on a variety of industries, namely the tourism or hospitality industry. The problem of this sector is that it mostly requires a stable environment, condition, and preservation of the nature and cultural resources that are available. The activities involved in tourism, like air transportation, air travel, accommodations, and local transportation, are some of the top pollutants of greenhouse gases. The staff of the United Nations World Tourism Organization (UNWTO) acknowledged the fact that tourism places its footprints with 8% of the global carbon emissions, thus being the number one contributor to air pollution of the tourism industry and hospitality.
My name is Mashita binti Fazli. The first thing I would like to talking under this topic is about the sustainability as a solution. Transformation of tourist culture. Tourism has evolved from a casual activity to a key driver of sustainability. It now focusing on achieving a balance between economic growth, environmental conservation, and social well-being. Adoption of sustainable practices, the use of renewable energy, waste conservation, and community development are widely adopted. Hotels and resorts are reducing their carbon footprints through green technologies like solar panels and energy efficient systems. Ecotourism success stories. Countries like Costa Rica have become ecotourism hotspots. They attract environmentally conscious tourists while preserving endangered species and supporting local communities. Governmental and organization efforts innovative like the Paris Agreement promote global partnership to combat climate change. Programs such as Global Sustainable Tourism Council provide guidelines and certification to encourage best practices in the tourism sector. For the second main point for my part is challenges and the way forward. High initial cost and slow transition. Transitioning to sustainable tourism requires significant investment and time for stakeholders to adapt, which can hinder progress. Over-tourism and environmental strain, excessive tourist numbers lead to resource depletion and environmental degradation, posing a major challenge for tourism operators. Collaborative solution. Government must enforce strict environmental laws and provide infrastructure to support sustainable tourism. Industry stakeholders should even innovate, commit to producing sustainable products. My last point is about strengthening for post-pandemic recovery. COVID-19 impact on tourism. International travel face unprecedented decline with several economic repercussions. Domestic tourism provided temporary relief but remains insufficient in many regions. A new opportunity for rejuvenation. The pandemic offered a chance to rebuild tourism sustainability, focus on community development, ecotourism and local engagement.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ainun Nabihah binti Rasli, and so for this slide, I will explain about approach toward renewable energy. First, encouraging the use of renewable energy. Promoting renewable energy can be done through policy, incentive, and awareness campaign. Governments and business can offer subsidies, tax break, or rebates to encourage investment in solar, wind, and other renewable energy resources. Educating the public about the long-term benefit and environmental impact of renewable energy can lead to widespread adoption. And for the second, cost saving in the long run. Renewable energy sources like solar panels and wind turbines may involve high initial setup costs, but they lead to significant saving over time. Once the system are in place, operating costs are lower because renewable energy sources such as sunlight and wind are free and abundant. Next, green and creativity. First, green marketing practice and competitive edge. Green marketing involves promoting products or services that are environmentally friendly, which appeals to eco-conscious customer. Business that adopt sustainable practice and highlight their environmental commitment can build a stronger reputation and attract more customers, gaining a competitive edge. Second, sustainable practice for cost savings. Implementing sustainability in construction and business operation reduce long-term operating costs. For example, energy efficient buildings may require higher upfront costs but save money through reduced electricity, water usage, and waste management costs. For the last slide is conclusion. First, climate change challenge in tourism and hospitality. Climate change threatens the economic, environmental, and social sustainability of industries like tourism and hospitality. Rising temperatures, rising sea levels, and extreme weather events can damage infrastructure, disrupt travel, and affect popular tourist destinations. Second, environmental threats. Global warming and environmental degradation affects ecosystem, wildlife, and natural attraction that many tourism business depend on. Third, importance of green supply chains. A green supply chain involves sourcing material and product in way that minimize environmental impact. In summary, prioritizing renewable energy, sustainable practice, and green supply chains not only helps the environmentals but also ensure cost efficiency, competitiveness, and long-term success for business. Thank you.